Hey, hi y'all.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
Hey, yo, my mom says that when it's time, when she lights it, she says fire in the hole.
I'm such a mommy vibe too.
She
I
be
have those big
calling
mommy vibes.
like when I'm back home, because like most of my siblings are grown, by now, and so like we all smoke. Oh well, one of them doesn't, but we smoke. And when it's time, when I'm home visiting, she just be like, fire in the hole, and everybody come from all the different rooms of the house. It's so
Everybody
funny.
knows what it
Everybody,
is.
fire in the hole, we know what that means.
I am very excited to say hello to Jiggly Senpai 3. Hi, Jiggly.
Hello, everyone. I am looking down because I am finishing up my cute little blunt.
I need to see this. Everybody, we've been waiting for Jig for months now to tell us all about. Tell us about it. For months, and we caught it now live. Gorilla shit.
Here it goes. So I've been talking about this company in my streams. They're called Royal Blunts. I found them at an event called Black on the Block in LA. They were vending.
Oh.
And I had
your vendors.
I had the opportunity to try some of their blunts. I got some tree in my mouth. Sorry, it's good for you. But they have these ones called Blunts and Roses. If you can see that, Blunts and Roses.
Instead of Guns and Roses.
First of all, they're tobacco free, and they are infused with rose petals. And it's pink, you guys. Look, it's pink. It's so cute. And so I only had this one pack, right? Actually, I had two packs. This one is a cherry infused because I smoked the other one that was just rose. So I had two of these, and I found these in August? And so I didn't want to. Oh, my focus is off. Come on, babe.
That's how you know you got the za, baby.
Right? My camera blurry.
Cheers.
Got a contact.
For the za.
Hold on. Let me turn my camera off and on. Are we back? No, we're
Movie
not.
magic. Oh, no, yeah. Maybe you should do the YouTube hands one more time. Sometimes you got to return to the scene of the crime. If you do a YouTube hand, another YouTube hand will fix you. Yup, bam. And then bring it slowly towards your face.
Oh.
YouTube hand to the face.
What? How that works? Hey, you know what you're talking about. So, anyway, August, right? I saved this one since August, and I've been buying the regulars. This is just a regular Hemperillo. Same thing, no tobacco. And then they also had a blueberry one, right? No, they had a blueberry one, and I was asking them down at the store on my block. I was like, "Can you guys please next time you guys check with this vendor? Can you see if you can get the rose ones?" I asked every time. Tonight I walked in there, and boom, baby, wow. Happiness. I got two of them Johns, and I'm definitely going back for more.
Listen, you the most Philly John I ever met that's not from Philly. I just want Chat to understand. Chat, I need you to focus on, I'm the East Coast bad waifu in the house, okay? It's me in New York. You got, all the other waifus is in DC and Florida, period. They down there, they doing the most. They in the warm area. None of them are in Philly. I don't believe any are in Philly. Oh my God, look how pretty that burns. But I feel like the only ones that use John is you and me. And you use it so well in such good context. How's that blunt feeling?
Smooth. I want to change my lighting in here.
What color?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we can get on. Oh, that was off. Not color. Let's see. Oh, that's red.
Yeah, depending on your lighting and the type of camera angle that you got, your visuals could be drawing. You know what I'm saying? Them Johns be so definitely wanna Yeah. Okay, it's
All
getting
right,
closer.
we
Okay.
there. That's cool for me. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go.
It's a club. It's club lights now, strobe lights. So I wanted to talk to you guys. I hit Jig real early today because I wanted to sit with chat. Yes, North Philly stand up chat. That's right. Um, and I wanted to ask Jig. Jig and I are fire signs. We're very comfortable on the outside, just being maybe if not extroverted, we just don't got no hair on our tongue. Like period. So with that being said, I hit up Jig and the girls real early today, and I asked like, how you know if somebody got good coochie? And Jig was like, that's a good question. You fuck around, you find out. So let's sit and let's talk with chat. So I was like, that's a good idea. So here we are, and we're gonna talk about it with you, and you're gonna, chat about it with me and Jig. And we'll get to the bottom of this mystery of how y'all be knowing without hitting it if somebody got good coochie.
That was for me. Like that was just it was an interesting question because like I've heard people talk about it and like I'm not a coochie connoisseur, but I be talking about dudes with what I'm saying, got that work, and there seems to be some signs, but it's not always like it's not always 100%. It's just like I got a feeling, right?
I'm done.
I got a feeling. Well, sometimes you just don't know. I mean, I posted a video not too long ago about how some of these nerdy dudes out here be real unassuming, and will clap your life away.
I just want to make sure that we all clear, unassuming or not. You better not assume that your hygiene is supposed to be on point. We eat gooch around here. Respect. Act like your mama wiping your ass, okay?
Don't got wipes in your bathroom, it's a problem.
Okay, you could be a motherfucking weed. We don't play that.
Wash your ass. That's for everybody. Wash your ass with soap, damn it. And that fucking let the water run. Get your hand inside like the cracks and the crevices. Get up in there.
In there. And do the thing with the rag. Get in there. Hell yeah. In there. Look. You don't gotta go inside, just.
Lord Dominic said, who's not using soap?
I'm done. Some people
these ones don't be using the soap. They don't be using the rags. They don't be using the soap.
I don't be understanding. I just be trying to make sure that people, like we mentioned when we told you guys, this is all about how do you know from far away without hitting it if somebody got good coochie.
The same color as my controller, Lord Dominic. These ones don't be using the soap.
But it's more predominantly like they be clapping cheeks out here. You be sleeping on the weebs, and the weebs who come out here, tell them, Jig, talk to the people.
Listen, what I'm gonna say is my computer, the one that I am on right now, was built by someone who is absolutely in my top 3 now.
Is he number 3? You don't got to tell me his number.
I don't think that I can classify because the ones that be in the tops like that for me, and this goes for like my anime ratings too, I don't have no hierarchy. You at the top and then you just at the top.
You there.
You come before these other motherfuckers, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, because sure maybe I like you for this, and maybe I like you for that, and maybe I like you for that. But there's obviously some shit that's holding you back from not being the single standout number one.
So
right?
let's rotate the rotation. Let's keep
But
it centered.
what you are is above 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever the fuck, right? You passed that. You passed that. And this is top 3 of the all time dicks.
Plenty
But
of dick.
a nerd that I didn't think this guy was doing that shit that weebs do when they want to show you an anime, and so then they play it for you, but then they sit there and they do the dialogue while you watching the show. You ever had one of them that's so excited to fucking show you the shit that he just cannot contain himself?
I am that weeb.
Listen, you probably out here fucking niggas up then, because he fucked my life up. Fucked it all the way up.
Ruining lives.
In the best way. I should call him.
Do it. Well, I would say this. This is a question that we want to pose to chat. Is it like, what do you guys feel like is indicative? Let us know. What's indicative of what has come up in a trend? Because we can't say everybody, oh, you can see good coochie from a mile away. But we have all seen good coochie after it arrives. So I like to, you guys know, it's always a teachable moment. We always process eliminate. I love me some process eliminate, okay?
Process of lemonade?
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Listen, process eliminate scientifically says, okay, if you engineerically go backwards from the problem, you could find your way, from the solution, you find your way back to the problem. So think about it. Is the good coochie, right? You're not going to know it before it hits you. You're going to know when? On the back end. So think about the back end, right? Let's think about the back end for a moment. Switch gears, pivot, right? Now we're thinking about the back end of the coochie. What is a trending thing that the good coochies that you find out about after the fact? What is a trend amongst them? Let us know in chat. What is something that you'll notice in good weeb, like you're saying, like the boy that you want to call? Like, what's the trend that you've noticed that you're like, damn, I should have known, because the last guy that had good also, so what's a trend, chat, when you find out somebody hit you with the good poom poom and you're like, I should have known.
Okay.
It was the A-square.
While we wait for the chat, Bunny, I want to ask you this. How did you figure out, because it's not a question whether you do or you don't, how did you figure out you got good coochie?
I didn't know. I always knew that I did a great job, but I did not attribute it to my coochie per se until, I want to say, like my 30s. Okay. When I became like 30, 31, 32, I was like, oh, that shit is like, there's more to it than the fact that I am a fan of oral, anal, hand job, whatever this is. That I'm a fan of just like really just ticking the boxes and like very much a perfectionist when it comes to sex, when it comes to just intimacy without sex, I'm very like detail oriented when it comes to pleasing people, because I'm a perfectionist as a people pleaser. So for me, when I figured out that it was also like that I had good coochie, I kind of got lazy for a little while there. I was like, mama, do the job, do it for me. And I remember really just knowing that it had a lot more to do with our energy and what we fucking eat, bro. And when I learned that, I took my coochie to a level where I love my coochie. I've never thought or believed in my whole entire soul, okay, that I would love my coochie to the equivalence of today. How I love my coochie right now, oh my God. you cannot touch this coochie. Like for you to you're like she bangs. Like there's two like it's whoa. Like there's a lot going on. Like for then the coochie, there's so much to love outside of that. I'm just so much of a I was so much of a perfectionist before to please people, and now I pour that into each and every piece of me, including my coochie, and it's like it's different. And you get your coochie the best toys your coochie could ever fucking afford. It's just a beautiful time for the coochie to be alive. Take care of your coochie today.
Yes. Oh gosh, that sounded like a fucking infomercial. What a great one.
Your
Take care of your
pussy deserves
today. You're not your pussy deserves it.
And I believe in that. That's just like, yo, good coochie for the people in the back. Good coochie is the coochie that is attached to a person that is dedicated to a good coochie. Dedicated to not just like the drinking of the water and being like, damn, I OD'd. I drank too many Ritas. Fuck. Overdid it on the Ritas. Piss smelling wild.
Boy, oh boy.
Woof, woke up bald. Like, what the fuck? So I get it. I'm a little bit of a lush when it comes to weekend drinking, day drinking, and all of that. But look, I feel like the good coochie is
balanced. It's balanced. It's balanced. Because you drinking on the weekends. I got a fucking Modelo right here. You drinking on the weekends, but you drink water every day, all the time. You eat green vegetables. You exercise. You take part in activities that allow you to expel the mental and physical toxins in your body. Okay? All of that contributes to good coochie.
Yeah. And really, the one thing that I feel like you hit it on the head. Does your coochie exercise? Does your coochie move, stretch? Let that shit out. Let that shit breathe. Does your coochie take a break, bitch? Does your coochie take a break?
Does your coochie take a fucking break,
bitch?
Do
you give that bitch a break? Put that bitch on pause. Beep.
When's the last time she had a goddamn vacation and a spa day?
Give that bitch a break. She been going hard for you.
Can you let her breathe?
Be nice to your
Sleep with no panties on. Fuck.
All right. Go get what is the Vajay facial?
Oh my gosh, they're so amazing.
And if you can't afford it, go on YouTube and learn how to do it for yourself.
You can do it at home. But
you deserve it.
Those things are amazing. They're amazing. And if you're in the LA area and you want to see somebody, no kidding, slide into my DMs. I got the perfect esthetician for you.
You see?
She does that shit. She's very professional. I've been going to her for a few years. She's actually someone I used to work with who we ran across each other years later. She's amazing.
Takes a village.
Anyway, back to stretching and exercising, because I want to circle that back around to mental health, right? We hold tension and trauma in our bodies.
Oh, yeah.
And really, it's in our hips. So if you are tense, if you have anxiety, if you are going through something particularly, but not a chronic, a person who has another illness or another disorder, if you are just stressed because your boss was at you that day, if you don't find a way to release that shit sits in your hips. Where is your coochie?
In your hips.
Betwixt thine hips, bitch.
OD.
You gotta let that shit go. The shit have your shit tasting off.
I like this backdrop music. It reminds me of the weekend. Hi, Thunder.
All right, the chat is going off because they answered the question. So, being passionate or being a savant, that's what good coochie is, or that's how you can tell? It's like sensing a spiritual pressure. You have to be at the next level to perceive the captain class nominee. I will say the spiritual pressure that could be something. I've been told by somebody that they weren't ready, that they could feel my pressure, and they decided to take a step back.
That's incredible.
I was like, "Hey, my G, thanks."
I'm so glad you don't intimidate me. But I can totally get it. Like, it happens to me a lot. Thankfully, like, I guess, I don't know, they're lost.
I mean, if I intimidate you, then and you can't push through that, because we can all be intimidated by something or somebody. I've been intimidated by shit, right?
Pick up your skirt, grab your ball.
If you can't push through that, then there is a high probability that we will not make it in a close relationship, whether it's friends or lovers, whether it's, I'm saying coworkers on a project. If I scare you to the point where you can't say shit to me, it's not gonna work, because I say some scary shit. I think even scarier shit, and I've learned in my age now to turn it off here. It still flashes across my face. If you talk to me for any length of time, you will see my face go through changes, and sometimes I make sound effects, but I've learned to not say the words, right? I've learned how to mask it. But when you're in a close relationship with somebody, when you have, a rapport, right? You show more and more of yourself. That part of myself, I have learned, can hurt someone's feelings when they don't understand my origin and my base, right? And I've learned to be sensitive in the way to not harm the people that I deal with and interact with. But at some point, there's going to be some abrasion. And if you can't push through it and at least say, "Hey, bro, this is probably going to be frustrating for both of us, so we should just not."
Yeah, like, it's upfront and saves a lot of trouble. I would say it saves you a lot of trouble. And
fear, you just put this up on the screen. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side.
Of course, the dark side of the Force. Yes. Hilarious. But good coochie is more than just it, and then it changes. I feel like good coochie means something different to everyone.
Well, I did a case study. When you told me about this topic, I went and I asked some people. I asked some people who I trust would give, like a solid type of response, something that we could share here. They're all informed that this is going to be talked about. I'm keeping all the identities secret, but what I will say is that some of these answers have come from people who've been inside my coochie, and some of these answers have come from people who I just know have been inside some coochie.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so let's go. Okay. Should I tell whether it was my coochie or not?
No, because I feel like the chat wasn't really pressing. The chat's really laid back.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just go with this one. So this first person says, "Nah, it's impossible to tell. Sometimes people know, but people just be cocky. In their experience, it's a toss-up." You can't really tell.
I feel that. Oh my God. Okay. Next person.
Okay. The next person said, first of all, he said to say where he's from. So he's from Brooklyn. So it said first impressions are the best. Someone's personality can make their coochie sour. They've come across many women that were bad as far as looks go, but personality was stank and standoffish. Fuck out of here with that. That's the New York. Like, fuck out of here with that. That's New York, ain't it?
As soon as you said Brooklyn, nigga, I'm like, Fuck you,
It
Brooklyn
says,
niggas. I love Brooklyn, but Brooklyn niggas ain't shit. Spoken like a Brooklyn nigga. Of course he said that. Talk about
this
fuck
said,
out
for
of here.
instance, if you came across a guy, this is him like flipping the situation, and they were attractive but had a shitty personality, would you still hit or think his dick game was just as bad as him? I ain't gonna lie. As soon as you get on my nerves, I don't like your dick no more.
Yeah, you could look good. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'ma still jump on it and get the job done. You ain't gonna know I don't like you. I'ma figure it out.
If I've already had it, it's different. If this is uncharted dick we're talking about, this is a scenario, right? Because we don't know if somebody has good coochie or not. We don't know if somebody has good dick or not. If I was feeling it, and then you had a shitty personality, I do not want your dick no more. I don't like you.
No, yeah, and that's it. Like, we ain't together. You just no.
If we together and I just don't like you right now, that's different.
Yeah, nah,
we didn't already hit. We didn't already hit that shit already. That's different.
That shit is cerebral.
I already know what this could be. Let's just get it back, right? Let's work on this. You saw my nerves right now.
On the next episode of Gorilla Listen, I for one believe that having good coochie is a very, like you guys are saying in the chat, a very serious balancing act. Without balance, you got nothing. You have no coochie without balance, okay? They'll take the whole thing out, okay? Your whole coochie away.
They really try to take it out, though.
Okay.
Especially with Black women. That's another conversation.
On another one episode.
Right. All right, so the next one. I think this one and then one more. This person says, of course you can. LMAO. There's an energy about a person and some of us can sense it. The use of the word us tells me that they... Men. Men us, is but also included in the we can sense it group. So I think this person thinks that they can tell.
That's interesting.
And then this next one is a long answer, but it's 2-part. First part says, no, you can't tell, in my opinion, because if she's good at sex or experience, she may still not have good coochie. So I asked, what's good coochie?
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, most coochie I feel is good coochie. Oh. If it's wet, tight, and smells good, it's probably good coochie. Sometimes there's bad coochie though, for real. But honestly, I feel like it's no way to determine what it is because niggas are gonna judge the sex as a whole and classify that as good coochie based on the performance. So all of the sex, not just the actual box. Sometimes good coochie just be extra wet or creaming because a girl likes you. But you know, another person might not have that same perspective. So I think it was a long roundabout way to basically say, no, this is different person. This is different person. Okay. We passed Brooklyn. This is
thank God.
We are two people past Brooklyn.
This one here is a more well-rounded, I feel
this one to me sounded like there are things that can make coochie better or stand out, but most of that is wrapped up in the entire experience and also whether or not you're actually feeling the person. Because when women are more aroused, or people who have coochies, however you want to call it, are more aroused, there is increased lubrication. Increased lubrication is usually a thumbs up for coochie, right? And so then that elevates the experience. Whereas if we are not quite aroused or not very aroused, it doesn't make for the same experience. So in a way, it has to do more with whether the chemistry is on a two-way street or not. If y'all both hyped about each other, then it's probably gonna be better.
Yeah.
There's
I'm a
definitely an
fan of
intuition
them.
about it. Let's say good coochie and more like I'm going to enjoy this. Yes, the two-way street. We both finna do it. We both finna like it. We both.
Um, Similarly to good coochie, I love, while we're on the topic, I love a good pivot. How can you tell if somebody is good at sucking dick? Can I say that? Can I say sucking dick? Wait, I
Well,
should
don't say it again. Just you said it twice. Let's just leave it. Hopefully they don't do nothing.
Sorry, guys. We'll beep that out in the future. But is that a thing? Because I did hear, well, we still have to hear from another one of your people, right?
No, that's it. It was, I think it was 4 responses.
4,
I think.
yeah, that was a lot of great responses. I'm just wondering, does the same apply for knowing if somebody gives good oral communication?
Okay. I will start this one off by sharing an experience. You shared the coochie experience. I shall shareth from thine throat.
Yes.
This is not the first time I've shared this story. I think I've shared it on a pod. I've definitely shared it in our Discord before on one of them watch party nights. But this was the first time that I had engaged in the act of fellatio. Very first time. And it happened because I thought I was finna have sex and I decided I didn't want to. I did the thing that sometimes people do, and I shouldn't have done it out of this emotion, but I felt bad because I came over there to do it. Like, we had already talked about it. I knew I was coming to do it, and we was finna do it. We had the cards and everything. And then when it got up to the time, I was like, nope, don't wanna. Like, it was like P was going in the G. It said boop, and I said, nope, don't wanna. Don't want to
change my mind.
And he was respectful of me, and he stopped immediately. But I felt like, fuck, man, I led the horse to water, and now I ain't letting it drink. So I decided to try giving him head. And
I salute.
His reaction is what told me what I was working with. Because he cried afterwards and then immediately called his best friend to tell him what happened. Like, he didn't even wait for me to be gone.
That was the last time he saw you ever again.
I was a teenager. It was not the last time. This was one of my first experiences. I didn't know that was something that was not supposed to happen. Just like I gave him head out of, I don't know. I felt bad. Remorse, was it? I don't know. I felt bad.
The chat says salute for the team spirit. You did it for teamwork.
I was a teenager. I was not 18 yet. I was over 16. We'll leave it at that. All right.
It wasn't statutory, so.
No, we were both in the same grade. I met him at summer school. We were both at summer school. That's where I met him anyway.
Credits. I'm proud of you. You both were excellent job. Good job.
Anyway, that gave me extreme confidence. So once I became an adult, I walked into it going, I'm that nigga. And I think that enthusiasm and enjoyment is a huge part of what makes that such a good experience, right?
Yeah.
Liking to do it. It makes you more passionate. It makes you, like, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to the game, right? You're not just there. You are essentially a master, right? You give a fuck. You're putting work into it. You're training every time. You're always learning something. I don't know. It just, that to me set me on a path that makes me feel like, regardless of my sensitive ass fucking gag reflex,
ooh,
I still got that shit.
Wow. I couldn't be prouder. I really am. I'm an emotional wreck right now. I'm probably hormonal.
Oh, here's
But
an
I'm
ad
so
break.
proud.
So, whenever you are doing the smoking and you have to do the gawking, use Flint's Mints.
Guac guac
And you want to
3000.
go to SD Trinity's page, who is one of our girls that can't geek, and
Put it in the
use
chat,
her
chat.
code. Use Trinity's code. Get your Flint's Mints. These things induce drooling in seconds, which means if you've got your cotton mouth, but you got to give the glock glock, go ahead and drop a couple of those. I put 3 in my mouth. That's the recommended serving size. Blah. Immediately.
Is it flintmints.com?
Let me see. Flints.com. I got the website. Oh, I can't use the chatters. Oh no. Here you go. There's the website. And then let me go get transcode. So you can get your discount and suck some dick. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not here. That's okay. I'll put it in the description of this episode when we post it. But go get your Flint's Mints. You're unmuted? You're unmuted. Yeah, I can't hear you. I can still hear the background music from StreamYard. Is your mic juiced? Oh, I did chat it. That's weird. I don't have a chat box. It just says private chat. I got you.
I think my mic, the connection to it, the Bluetooth to it, died.
Oh.
Okay. Well, now we know it worked.
No, something's happening because your voice just got louder. Put
On
that
here?
closer to you. Yeah, put it closer to you.
Hello. Is it louder now? Nah, because I'm
Nah,
using.
now I can't tell.
I'm using the other mic. Like, let me see. Let me try it again. This is so funny that we're doing this live. We ain't shit. I love it.
Oh boy. Let's see. The chat's going off here. They could be an all-star, but there's no emotional content. A soulless will have some people just leave the chat. Oh, a soulless situation. Yeah, the relative experience is something I can sense. This person does the things how I like it. Ah, that part, Lord Dominic. This person does the things how I like it. That is what everybody needs to fucking get on and get behind when talking
if you're aligned, you're aligned.
Sex. If you're aligned, you're aligned. That's why it's so important to have a conversation with the person that you're engaging with or about to engage with to understand, do we like the same fucking shit? And even if you don't know or haven't experienced the same shit, are you open to experimentation in the same direction?
And what is it going to take for each person? Because everybody's on a different page of the same story. What is it going to take for y'all to be on the same page for when that happens? Because let me tell you something right now. Everybody can't get woken up with dick in their mouth at 2 a.m. Some people had to work. Some people got to go to work. Some people needed that rest. Okay. you're gonna have to be on the same page for your partner to be able to put dick in their face and they be
Or
all right with it.
let's reverse that. Or put their dick in your mouth, because maybe it's not putting your dick in their face. Maybe they want to put your dick in their mouth.
Yeah.
And you are like, nah, responsibilities
Out here.
Unhand me.
Okay. So just consent and
Yes.
understand your person.
Yes.
Understand the coochie, understand the whole thing. Like, don't it. If you are aligned, you are aligned. Don't push it. Don't push it. Have some consideration out here.
All right, Bunny, I got a question for you, cause we got some answers about the
coochie,
the head, but not too much, right? You've partaken in the coochie.
I definitely have eaten coochie.
So, is there something about the coochie for you that's like, she probably got some good coochie?
I'm only friends with girls that have good coochie. So that's very indicative. If she's friends with me, she has good coochie. I say that
if
with
she's
love.
friends with me, she has good coochie.
The goodest of coochie.
The goodest. The grandest in all the land.
The goodest of them all. Worldwide. And so, yes, I have eaten coochie. I would say that I kind of do, because I have a coochie, I know the type of coochie that is aligned for me. I look at the coochie as though, like, would this be my coochie? Could I look at this coochie and be satisfied if I had to wake up with it every day? Like, if that's the answer, then, well, by Gotti, we're in there. Okay, we're in that special place, and we're locked in. And let me tell you something. Another thing that I feel called. I don't know who needs to hear this, but when you're eating coochie, you need to understand, like, it's people out here that love coochie. You need to understand it's people out here that they could smell coochie with clothes even on it sometimes. That's how much they love coochie. That they'd be like, I know it's some good coochie in the vicinity of somebody around in this room. I need y'all out here, when y'all looking at the coochie and getting ready to eat the coochie or partake, deal with the coochie in any type of way that is a good pussy. That's a good coochie, you know what I'm saying? Know this, like, is motherfuckers out there that live for just the very essence of the whole invigoration of that whole scenario of it being like the dynamic that it is, right? It's people out there. So you better come through ready to work. And if you're not aligned, let it fly. It's okay. It's okay. Go freak out somewhere else. It's going to be all right. But don't freak out. You're scaring the hoes. I genuinely believe that when you are locked in, you got to lock in. Because there's people that love coochie. So you better work. Okay? And when you're in there, you're locked in. My go-to, just really pay attention to what you're doing. Exercise your jaw muscles, your tongue muscles, like literally become a toy with the muscles that you have in and around your mouth. How would you like it if somebody, like, dedicate to it the way that you want somebody to suck on you, but in an inverted, if you will. And that's just my take on it. I'm very, like, I'm happy to eat front, back, and the side anyway. So I definitely. And another thing for all people who do any kind of oral, please don't limit yourself to the tongue and the mouth. Oral is including, but not limited to, the tongue, the lips, the mouth, your hands, this part, That part. Put
I
your
like
foot in
this
it.
part and that part.
This part, that part. Put your foot in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like thought that you have to put into the fact that being down there with good coochie, like it takes a while for some really the best of coochies to water. The best of coochies. It takes a
Make
while. I
me
don't
sweat. Make me harder.
harder.
I can't do that dance.
I
I can't do
refuse to
it.
do that in this outfit. We're gonna get banned if I do
We
that shit.
definitely will get a strike on our page.
We're
Don't
not
do
doing
it.
that.
But I'm
Never.
saying I can't do that dance. As much ass as I be throwing, I cannot figure out the mechanics for that shit.
Girl, she boop boop. I'm like,
Boop,
okay, get
boop.
it with the water and everything. But for me, yeah, good coochie. Like you got, it is what it is. Take your time with it. If you want, get vibrators, get things, get knickknacks,
Warm it
do
up.
shit, do shit, like do epic shit.
Warm it up for me sometimes is like really mental.
I
It's
done been there.
really
I'm with
mental.
y'all. It sometimes it take 3 hours for the coochie to give you what you put in.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there that the sun comes up and I be like, yo, I gotta go to the studio. You wilding out here. Hurry. In my
Yeah.
mind though, but I'm not gonna fuck up the vibes. I'm locked in. Is it like I wouldn't even be there if it wasn't good coochie? Why would I be there? What am I doing there? Why else? Why? So you gotta lock in. Sun coming up, who gives a fuck? Do your job. Get a toy or two. Get creative. This is not a porno. This is another thing I want to remind y'all. I'm glad we're talking about what is good coochie. Porno coochie is not coochie. All right. We need for you guys in chat to understand that IRL coochie cannot perform at the level of your gripped palm around your dick while you're looking. Can we say it? Sorry.
I don't know. Just don't say it again.
Yeah,
Corn. Corn's the word.
Yeah. So
Corn. I could
corn.
imagine a movie. Oh, that's terrible.
But yeah, you know what I mean, chat. Like, just be very mindful of the judgment that you pass on good or bad coochie. It is bad for your mental health and reproductive health. For you to expect the sensations, right, and the dopamine effects from good coochie IRL and good coochie in the corn, children of the corn. And just give yourself a little grace, because if you're the type of person that thinks good coochie is the coochie that does the things that you're gonna see in real life, what you see when you're looking at the triple X version of coochie, you'll be sorely disappointed, not just in yourself, but in just the people that you choose to sleep with and keep around you. Everything is not strippers and burritos, my friend.
Strippers and burritos is funny. Oh, I got another response.
Oh.
So this person says, absolutely cannot tell. Not by a walk, not by confidence, none of that. Good coochie is taste tested. You don't necessarily need to penetrate to find out if it's good.
And that's that. That's why you got to take your time with it.
Prop coochie. That's funny.
It's the prop coochie for me.
Prop coochie is hilarious.
Okay. But it's like, be a little more realistic. IRL coochie has pH balances attached to them. They're not going to perform at the level of your palm of your hand. So flow with it. Take it easy. Take it easy. If it's going to take 3 hours, take a break, drink some water. Good coochie ain't gonna be mad at you for no breaks.
As long as we can continue, I'm fine. I don't care how many times you nut.
So take it easy, man. And yeah, because I'm hearing a lot of great responses. Only one or two there were a response where they were like wet, tight, this, that, all things that kind of are associated with the coochie. But not necessarily what the better answers have to say.
But it's indicative of a mutual experience. Right?
That's for
because
sure.
Because the coochie is gonna be wet for somebody it wants. So that's less to do with necessarily the actual coochie and more to do with the interaction itself.
Agreed.
Right? Which elevates the coochie experience.
According to the consensus of our statistics, survey said yes. Don't take our word for it. We've done okay. That is what is sought after. You guys are after that. I think my experience is a little bit different. No. When it comes to not having an eggplant attached to my body, I can always handle my end of having an excited and lubricated experience because I have a face that can go there and make that happen. So I guess I'm like I'm privileged in a sense where I'm not inserting anything, so to speak, the way that a man would. So the preference of good coochie definitely depends on what are you seeking, who's the eater, and who's the receiver of the good coochie. You know what I mean? Like it's all in the eye of the beholder. Who's the coochie beholder? That's what determines a good coochie, so to speak.
This thing said, I don't find good coochie.
I just
coochie find me.
I'm shook. The gag. Good coochie finds me. Okay, the gag is.
Can a good environment or situation help bring out the good in the coochie?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because struggle love and struggle life, worse coochie. Don't no.
It'll beat coochie down. And not the way that we wanted to.
Because it's like a graveyard for your, parts. You want, you know what I'm saying? Vibes. You want vibes. Don't go to the graveyard, coochie. Is this one for me?
In the same token, and that's kind of what I was about to say. If you put that one back up, right? If coochie ready, it doesn't necessarily have to do with the mutual experience. If coochie is ready to get the coochie in, coochie will find a suitable host.
We'll give you guys a part 2 to this episode. We'll give you guys a part 2 to this episode where we show you there's definitely hacks, coochie hacks, if you will.
We need to post this on the story.
Yeah.
And get some more survey about these topics.
Like, give us your coochie hacks, and then we're gonna share it with you guys. Part 2. Coochie hack. I have a coochie hack. In the Dominican Republic, we grew up using I want to get it now. Can I get something? Hold on. I'll be right back. This is hilarious.
Oh, all right. It's an actual object. Now I'm excited. I'm excited to see what she's about to go get. Wow. Thank you to the chat, to the folks who are watching this in the replays for participating. Please comment, DM us if you will, if you have opinions on this episode. Because, like she said, we're going to do a part 2. And so we want to hear more of what the people have to say, the people, them.
Ew, it's the people, them for me. So in the Caribbean, this is what, if you don't have this soap, like we grew up, this is the soap, YouTube hands, that it's called Le Misol. And this is the soap that defines good coochie, where I come from. Okay, on my planet, this is the soap that defines good coochie. If you know a Dominican woman, this is it. This is the Le Misol. Okay, YouTube hands. This, like, so where I come from, like, from when I was a child, this is like the same soap. Every little girl is taught to use this soap. It's like eucalyptus and like herbal. It's like a ricola, but for your other mouth.
Oh!
And it's called Le Misol. It's a gentle daily cleanser, delicate hygiene, but it's a daily, like, refreshing vaginal wash. So Le Misol is literally like the soap that all of my life, like, that's the soap. And it's like Ricola.
Probably feel like a motherfucking peppermint patty in your coochie.
You'd be like, woo!
Right?
Ric Flair. And then you out there and you fresh and you're ready for the day. It's kind of like when you brush your teeth. And it's just like, whoa! It's just like, I don't know how to explain it other than it's just, whoa! And then you're just like, for the rest of the day. Yeah. It's like that.
I just had the craziest series of thoughts. I'm not going to share them here. When we cut this, I'm going to tell you what I thought about. It's fucking crazy. Anyway.
I love it. But yeah, that's good coochie where I come from.
Yeah. Nah, nameless. Nah, that's not going on record. Not that thought. It's crazy. Done. It's too much. You know I be out here sometimes. I think it's about time to wrap this up.
Yeah.
It's been about an hour. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight on another Gorilla Live. We will repost this eventually, but we aren't going to post them right away to encourage y'all to be here with us. Exactly. During these times, create the chatter and so on. You're gonna have to turn on your post notifications so that you can catch us when we do it, because gorilla means you don't know when it's coming. It's just gonna pop out on you, and that's what we gonna do. We just gonna pop out on you, so you gotta turn on your notifications so you know when we out.
Bow. We love you.
I'm Jiggly Senpai, and this is We Out.
Bye.